It's me again. What's going on, guys? It's just FitDread from FitDread.com. I'm doing an update on my cabinet. So today was a good day because I found cabinet designs that will 100% work perfectly for my cabinet. Now I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you just draw up your own designs? Well, let me tell you something. I'm not a freaking carpenter. I don't know how to do it. I mean, okay, I can figure it out. I know the thickness of the wood, and I can match it all up perfectly. But this guy's design, it was just like exactly what I wanted. You know, it was, and I'll pull it up for you. And the best thing about the design I found, and I'm about to show you, is the fact that it came with 3D rendering, like to scale, 3D model. So I actually know the dimensions of all the boards, the measurements of all the boards, plus I have a 3D model. And the best thing about the 3D model is I've actually modified it to the point, and I'll show you really crappily. Keep in mind this is my iPad, so here's my 3D model. And I know you're on VGA quality video here, so I'm sorry. Let me get it ready for you. Alright, here's an example of what it looks like. Alright, and let me turn it to so you can get a side kind of view. Alright, and the best thing about this cab is the fact I actually can hit this button here, and now I can see wireframe what's going on. So with this like to scale model, I'll be able to freaking, oh god, I'll be able to do everything I need to do as far as like putting stuff inside and like figuring it out. So that's really cool. I already threw in like a motherboard. I took measurements. If you look down here, I know the camera's really crappy, but I got my computer down there. Let me see if I can figure out about this color issue we're having here, white balance. So we got this. I took measurements of all that junk. And I also took measurements of my monitor, and I was able to throw it apart. Look at this. This is my monitor torn apart, and it is a beauty. This monitor, if I flip it on its face, actually see it's a 20-inch 4:3 ratio monitor, and it's really nice. It has DVI VGA inputs. I got it free from a buddy. He gave it to me a while back. So let me tell you about the monitor. 1600 by 1200 resolution, really high quality. It's probably the best quality you can get in a square monitor that I know of, easily. So I was able to take it off. All the plastic, you can see it's laying on the floor. Who cares about that stuff? And measuring all the components, I'll be able to fit it in just perfectly. Like, the power supply is the only thing that would give me issues, and if I had to, I can move it to other parts. So I'll post more accurate, pictures online, because I'm not going to be cutting wood until I get all the stuff I bought from Amazon, and I bought a lot. So until I can actually put some of this stuff together, get all the buttons, joysticks and stuff, until I can get all that kind of like mapped out to where I'm like, okay, this is exactly what's going inside, this is how much room it's going to take, until I can like get as close as I can to knowing how much room I'm going to need. I'm not going to finalize these blueprints. I'm not going to start building or cutting until I know for sure, because if I have to, I can modify this and add an inch of wood here or there or whatever, or slide something, an inch this way or that way. So as of right now though, everything that I think I need is inside of that model. Even like the hard drives, the motherboard, mounted. I added a hinge system for both the control panel. I can open the control panel, and I can also use another hinge to make the back panel come down, and I'll be able to modify, the computer parts and everything from there. Dude, this design is perfect. I'm so happy. This is turning out better than I thought. Everything's coming like perfectly to scale. I have, all the computer already set up, and I want to show you guys the software so bad. It is not complete. let's go ahead and show you what I have, though. It is a super long process, and I'm not going to go over... I already did today 2 videos, and those were ridiculous. You know, explaining how hyperspin works, and it's a challenge. So I got a little icon here, and I'm sorry that I'm hand-holding this iPad, guys. I am recording on an iPad, and it is horrible. I'm using the front-facing camera, VGA quality, and I have a better camera I'm going to use for when I actually start putting it together. I have a tripod. No fear. So let's try to hold this iPad and not have it horrible. So let's take a look. Let me kind of just sit it down like this. Alright, I'm sorry for the light. Let me actually go turn that off. So what I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to launch Hyperspin, and I'm going to demo sort of like the menu for you guys. So here at the bottom, I'll click on it, and I'm sorry you guys get this horrible vid. Alright, so you guys can kind of see it. Now, the way the menu works is you scroll through it, and let me turn down the volume. So you scroll through it, you pick a console, like, let me tell you one I got done. Super Nintendo. So I can pick that, and now I can scroll through each game. Like, each game has art. You know, each game should work. So I'm not gonna say everything's perfect right now, but pretty close. So let's go to Super Mario Brothers. I can go by letter. URS. And I'm going to go to Super Mario Bros. Whoa. Star Trek. Street. Super. Thus. Super. There's this. Alright. So we got All Stars, which is, if you don't know, that's like 1, 2, and 3. Kart. RPG. World. So if I hit enter, and I have to zoom out for this because it's actually scaling the entire screen, but I got Super Mario World up, and I can hit a button and go right back to Hyperspin and choose another game. So it is awesome, guys. I'm so excited. Alright, guys, so I wanted to finish the video by kind of like giving you my little a view of my progress board. You can see here I got at the top progress. Emulators complete. I only have 3 on that list. You know, Nintendo 64, SNES, and Atari 2600. I'm sorry, that's not very much. Then you also have working emulators. So those are the ones that actually are fully working. I just need to collect ROMs and rename the ROMs. So yeah, we're working good. I'm really excited. I got all the cool pieces in place, the important pieces I've figured out already, especially, you know, how it's all going to fit, the components. You know, and actually acquiring the pieces, figuring out how it's going to work. So I'm real excited. I'll update you guys once I get more stuff. Again, this is FifthDread from FifthDread.com, and if you have any comments or suggestions or whatever, just leave them in the comments. Alright, see ya.